Hello, and welcome to episode 85 of Things I've Learned from Barry Harris. And today I thought we would discuss the scale outline for a minor blues. And in this instance, I thought we would use C as the key we played in. Some people play F, C, A minor sometimes, but C minor. So the first thing that you need to know is when Barry thinks of things as a pure minor, he has a scale he likes to play, and that's his minor 6 diminished scale. What that scale is it consists of a root, major second, minor third, perfect fourth, perfect fifth, flat sixth, major sixth, major seventh, and a root again, the tonic. So if you notice, what's one thing that stands out right away is that it's an 8-note scale, which is different than most scales. The other nice thing about it is some people on a minor like to play harmonic minor. Some people like to play melodic minor. And what I like about this scale, and the reason why I think this scale is greater than those two scales, is that it has both of those scales in it. It has the harmonic minor sound with the flat sixth, but it also has the melodic minor sound with the major sixth. So I love this scale. What this scale consists of is two things: a C minor 6 and then a D diminished. Now you get the 4 notes of the C minor 6 and the 4 notes of the D diminished. You put them together, you have an 8-note scale, which gives you a C minor 6 diminished. And what's beautiful about it is the first thing you have to know is when you play this scale, you do it the same way you practice it, like if you're practicing a C major scale or a C7 scale. So you would say, let's play the scale up and down. Let's play the scale in thirds. Let's play the scale in triads. Let's play the scale in chords. Now, chords is the same thing as a triad, except you're going to skip another note and add the next note above it. So here's the triad, skip the next note of the scale and go up to the next note. So you have, there's your C minor 6, diminished, inversion of the C minor 6, inversion of your diminished, again minor 6, diminished, minor 6, diminished, minor 6. So this is a really beautiful scale. The first part of a minor of a minor blues, it's going to say something like on a chart like C minor 7 for one measure, C minor 7, C minor 7. So for 3 measures, and then maybe C7. So Barry doesn't like to think of that as a minor 7. He thinks of it as a minor 6. So maybe to cover those 3 bars, Barry would just play in a scale outline C minor 6 up and down, and then he would play it up one more time. Now, for that C7 that's going to an F minor 6, Barry likes to play something different than just C7 scale down. Now, Bird played C7, but Barry has this way of playing a minor that's slightly different. He likes to differentiate when we're going home to a minor. So in this case, he will play E flat 7 scale, starting from the flat 7th, down to the 3rd of C. So if we were going to do that for the first 4 bars, it would be C minor 6 up and down, then C minor 6 up, E flat 7 down to the 3rd of C down. E flat 7 down to the 3rd of C would be the last part. So now we got so for the next part, which is the 5th bar, we would have something like F minor for 2 measures, and then or F minor, and then a quick G7, which takes you back to C minor. So what Barry would play there is he likes to look at that F minor as F minor 6 too. And then instead of playing a quick G7, he likes to do the same thing that he did for C7. Since it's going to a minor, he'll play B flat 7 down to the 3rd of G. And then back to maybe C minor 6 up and down. So that's the first 8 bars. Let me play the first 8 bars. That covers the first 8. Now for the last 8, it usually says something like A flat 7, and then G7, and then maybe C minor the rest of the way. But Barry would probably do A flat 7 up, and then again, instead of that G7, he likes B flat 7 down to the 3rd of G, and then maybe C minor 6 up, and then probably B flat 7 down to the 3rd of G again. So the last 4 bars would be that would be his scale outline. So let's see if I can play the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be the Barry's scale outline for a 12-bar minor blues. Now there's a lot of things in there that we can look at in terms of creating lines, but maybe we should just look at the first little part, which is kind of like all C minor 6. And you know, this means all the C minor 6 stuff that you know how to do. So if you haven't practiced your C minor 6 diminished scale, you need to do that the same way we were doing it earlier. But also, when we get to F minor 6, you need to know your F minor 6 scale up and down, F minor 6 scale in thirds, in triads, in chords, you need to know that for C minor 6 and F minor 6. Okay, so those are the 2 minors. So for the first 4 bars, you're thinking of basically all C minor or C minor 6 to diminish stuff, and then a C7 or the E flat 7 down to the 3rd of C, which gets you to the F minor. So anything that you know how to do in C minor, any of the things. So I just played the diminished that goes along with the F minor 6 diminished to get us there. And I was just doing like triads down with a half step below. I like tritone too, so. Try again. That was tritone. So instead of playing E flat 7 down to the 3rd of C there, I just tried to play F sharp 7, running it into F minor 6. But see, like, these are all beautiful. Like, I love these for the oh, there was one thing I saw somebody practice. It was like, let's see. Oh, this one. It's like which is really pretty. Which is really pretty. It's like a triad. So you play the top note of the triad and come back and grab the rest of the triad. We'll do it for F minor 6. Which is really pretty. So that's for the middle 4 bars. So it gives you a little glimpse into how Barry gets the sounds. And he plays a bunch of minor stuff. Like when he played with Cannonball, he played a bunch of minor stuff. Those are interesting albums to listen to if you haven't heard them. He has a few recordings with Cannonball Adderley that are fantastic, and he really plays a lot of minor, and he plays it great. Minor 6 diminished. Oh, it sounds so beautiful. But this gives you a little window into his way of looking at it. And maybe we'll do minor blues for the next couple lessons. I think it's worth discussing. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this short video about Barry's scales over a minor blues. Until next time, thanks.